Hi, my name's Dan, and it's a Sunday evening, and we're winding down the church. It's a little past 8 right now. We just had 50 young people in the youth room with a great program this evening, and they're all headed home. We've had 927 people in worship today in this church. We had over 620 here in this room, in the sanctuary, one of our 2 services. And they've all gone home now. And so it's been a great Sunday. It's been a wonderful day of visitation and of worship and of young people and programs. It's what we do in the church. It's one of the vital things we do. I'm making this DVD to send to you because I really care about you. I care about who you are. I care about your discipleship. I care about your involvement in this church. It's important for me. We've made some cuts in this church in the last 2 years. We've gone from 3.5 ministers to 2 ministers. Deborah Gaddy and I, Reverend Deborah Gaddy, and I are the 2 pastors here. John Eyes is on board as the youth pastor, and we have Leslie Merrill on board as the children's director. So we have these areas filled, but Deborah and I carry the pastoral load of this church family. She and I both are concerned about the level of discipleship of our church members, such as if you joined the church before 2008, as you joined the church, you made your pledge to support the church by your prayers, presence, gifts, and service. After 2008, we added the word witness, prayers, presence, gifts, service, and witness, that you would support the church. Every time people join the church, we renew our pledge. It's a new thing. We keep it moving. It's important for us. It's important for you to pray for the church, to be present in worship and in the church family, to offer gifts to the church in a way of a pledge or a tithe to the church. Your service is important. Your being a disciple and a servant is important. And your witness, what you say about this church, the fact that you offer Jesus Christ, it's important. It's one of the important things of our church family. Our church family is involved in ministry all over the place, from the Salvation Army to the IAM, the Storehouse for Jesus, the Rescue Mission, Mainstay. They're involved in all the agencies in this community as volunteers. They're called servants. They serve because it's important for them to serve, and they do so gladly as a part of their service. In this church family here, the walls of our church are more and more becoming the beginning of where mission begins. Mission and ministry is not always what happens inside this church building. It really is what happens out there. And the church is on the firing line today. We're at the place to where we're at the cusp of being the only individuals who literally will help those individuals that no one else cares about. It comes from us. The church, we're the ones doing the dirty business of reaching out to this community in vital, wonderful ways. It's important. If we don't do it, who will? And we do it because once Christ did it and came and found us. And so your involvement in this church is extremely important. If you ask most anyone what it means to be a Christian, they will say something like, it means to be nice. Being Christian means being nice. I don't think that Jesus Christ died on the cross to make us nice. Jesus Christ died on the cross to save us and to make us disciples. Disciples do things. They don't just sit. They don't take their vows to the lower level. They do more and they do more. This year in our church, we are asking everyone to be involved in a ministry and a mission. Here in the church, outside the church, just volunteer. Give 1 day a month to take Meals on Wheels. Give 1 day a month to visit a hospital patient, those at Pardee Hospital. Give 1 day a month to work in our preschool program, or give a couple of days a month and work a morning in our sister's closet. These are just some of the areas where servants are needed every day. And you're volunteering in a minor way or once a month will make a huge difference. Or volunteer at IAM or Storehouse or the Rescue Mission or Salvation Army. mainstay, there are lots of ways you can volunteer and become a servant. We're called to be disciples. We are called to be servants. Our staff that we've cut back has not received, we've only received one raise in the last 4 years. That was a minimal raise. They each have new responsibilities and new tasks. This year we're hoping to give them a small raise that they can help themselves out some and their families. Their families depend upon this. I also believe it's important for us to keep our church up. We've cut back on our church maintenance in the last 2 years just to save money so that we can operate. Please know, it's not my belief that we have to have money for ministry. Ministry actually costs nothing. But some of the things that we do require our real outreach to people who are in need. We're asking that we raise our budget this year 6%. Do whatever you can. That means if you gave $100 last year, this year you'll give $106. That's 2 cups of designer coffee. If you gave $1,000 last year, that would be giving $1,060 this year. That means you'll be giving a little over $1 more per week. If you gave $5,000 last year, that means raise your gift to the church to $5,300. And that means you'll be giving less than $1 a day extra to the church. And you can do the math on up and find your level of giving. We're asking for a minimal amount to keep this church vital in ministry, to keep it up, and to care for those who are the paid staff in this church family. So, I care about you. I don't care that you're just nice. I want you to be a disciple, because that's what Jesus Christ expects. And it's vital, because once Jesus came and found us. And so come be a servant. My cell phone number is 674-5938. It's in my pocket all the time. Call me anytime. 674-5938. I'm your pastor. I long to serve as you also long to serve. And God bless you.